About a week before I flew to the Philippines, my cousin and I decided to book a last minute trip to Boracay. And honestly, it just proved that the most spontaneous plans make the best memories. So here are a few little moments I managed to capture. Hope you enjoy them and maybe even get a bit hungry from all the food we ate. This is Boracay, and this is Caticlan Airport. And to get to the island, we booked the Henann Airport transfer. They pick you up at the airport and drive you to their private welcome center. We landed on a late afternoon, which is why it looked so empty, but trust me, this place was packed on our way back. From there, you head across the water on a private speedboat, and the best part is, they carry your bags literally from the airport all the way to your room. This service costs an extra 2,000 pesos, but I think it's worth it. You skip the massive ferry lines, especially for the return trip, and it just really levels up the whole Henann experience. Since this was a very last minute trip, Henann Lagoon was the only one with availability. It's not beachfront, but I loved it regardless. On our first night, we stayed in a top floor suite. The room was huge with a massive bed and all the amenities that you really need. I think all the rooms come with both a bathtub and a shower. This one had a great view of the pool and bar area, perfect if you like to people watch from the balcony and like some privacy. For the rest of our stay, we moved to a premium room, and this one was my favorite. Even though the room was a bit smaller, it had direct pool access, and we literally spent every morning here just relaxing and tanning after breakfast. Speaking of breakfast, the buffet was actually crazy. There were so many options we didn't even know where to start. They have savory dishes that change every day, so we tried to get a little bit of everything. And they had ube pandesal with cheese in it, 10 out of 10, and this ube champorado. By the way, they don't serve that every day. Sometimes it's just the regular champorado, so if you ever see it, make sure you try it. We also tried the resort's restaurant on our last day. I got the chicken in asal, and my cousin got these spiky chicken wings. I've honestly never seen wings served like that before. And of course, we also grabbed a couple of drinks at the pool bar and a couple of shots too. One shot. Ang sarap niya. Yung mix ng Baileys at Amaretto masarap. Pero feeling ko, similar to sa Baby Guinness. Okay. Mas gusto ko yung orgasm. Mas gusto ko yung aftertaste ng isa. Well, it's safe to say we took full advantage of everything the resort had to offer, except maybe the spa. For the spa, we decided to try Kabayan Spa located in D Mall. We had some time to kill while switching rooms, so we booked the 90-minute signature massage. They give you this form to mark which areas to focus on or to avoid, and they even serve complimentary drinks before and after the massage. And the best part is, it was only 17 euros. Wait. Now, we're getting to the important part, the food. So, let's rewind to dinner on our first night. Our first stop was the famous Island Chicken and Asal, and this place was packed. We actually had to wait about 30 minutes just to get a table for two. My cousin got the bakbak, and I got the pa'a. We both had java rice with that, and a stick of pork barbecue, which paired perfectly with their vinegar. For dessert, we hit up one of the three mamas. We started with ube mama, which actually ended up being our least favorite. It wasn't bad, but the ube flavor wasn't as strong as I wanted, and I wasn't a huge fan of the pudding texture. I did, however, absolutely love the cornflakes and those chewy sticky rice balls on top. Then we spotted our first coffee shop, Season Coffee. This was one of the few cafes open at 7 a.m. They have a wide selection of drinks, and if you couldn't tell already, they use oat side for their oat milk. They also offer pastries, but we skipped those and ordered two of their favorites, the oat matcha sea salt latte and the boracay sea salt latte. Sea salt cream isn't very common in France and like here in the Philippines, so every time I get the chance and feel like going against my body, I get it. Because, there's no wiser choice than getting sea salt cream when you're lactose intolerant. Now, taste-wise, the matcha to milk ratio was a bit too milky for me, but the coffee though was really good. It's pretty strong, just how we like our coffee. After breakfast and before our massage, we stopped by Corner Coffee, and it really lives up to its name because the small seating area is literally tucked into this tiny corner and only fits 4 to 5 people max. I got the oat iced latte with their brown butter syrup, and my cousin got the matcha latte with coconut milk. Now, one thing to keep in mind in the Philippines is they love their drinks sweet. So make sure you ask for less sweet or just 1 pump of syrup, otherwise you're gonna end up with like 3 pumps of diabetes. My cousin got the matcha this time, and I was actually really surprised at how well coconut milk and matcha paired. It was super smooth and you could really taste the matcha, and it didn't taste earthy at all. We even came back the next day and got the exact same drinks, just with 1 pump of syrup, and it was so good, like perfect ratio. The thing I love most is the lingering aftertaste of the brown butter syrup. It added this nice toasty note to the coffee. And well, after all those drinks, I grabbed some fresh buko because I was definitely over caffeinated and dehydrated. For sunset drinks, Cafe Got Soul was recommended to us by friends and family. It had such a nice vibe, and when we got there, it was happy hour, so we ordered some drinks and food to snack on while waiting for the sunset. On our second night, we tried Coco Mama, and as a coconut lover, I loved it so much. It was super light and refreshing. I really liked the coconut and pandan combo, plus the sticky rice on top. We also tried Mango Mama on our last night, and honestly, I think they're equally good. The Mango Mama is just a bit heavier because it has suman underneath, but I think I'd rate them both an 8.5 out of 10. On our first day, we kept eyeing this beachfront coffee spot known for their calamansi muffins, and since it was getting really warm outside, we finally let ourselves get pulled in. The view was even better than seasoned coffee, and we kind of just sat there soaking it all in. Of course, we ordered their real coffee, the calamansi muffin, and this mango muffin that really caught our attention. Now, the good news is the calamansi one was exceptionally good. I've been loving tangy desserts lately, so this was definitely right up my alley. But the sad news is we were a bit disappointed with the mango one. Even with little mango bits in it, we could barely taste the mango. The texture kind of made up for it. It was still warm, crispy on the outside, and soft on the inside. Last but not least, this restaurant was my absolute favorite. As a seafood lover, this was the best meal I had on the island. We got their popular sizzling platter with crab, shrimp, mussels, and squid in this very rich, savory, creamy sauce. And paired with rice, garlic rice specifically, this was just phenomenal. And I have to mention, they peeled the shrimp and cracked the crab for us. This was a 10 out of 10 experience.